I never thought love could disappear so quietly. No shouting, no slammed doors, no final argument that you replay again and again. It just faded, like a light left on in another room that I didn't bother to check until the house went dark. I'm writing this from my bed, the same bed where I used to scroll on my phone while she lay beside me, facing the wall, pretending to sleep. It's raining outside tonight, the kind of rain that doesn't fall loudly but stays long enough to soak everything. The room smells empty now. Her side is cold. Sometimes I still reach out in my sleep, half expecting her warmth, and wake up with my hand gripping nothing. When I met her, she loved me in a way that felt effortless. Not loud, not demanding. Just steady. She remembered things I forgot. The way I took my tea. The days I came home quiet. The pauses in my voice when something was wrong but I didn't want to say it. She noticed everything, and she never made a show of it. She carried love like a habit, like breathing. I used to think that meant she was strong enough to handle anything. I was wrong. Our days became routines without meaning. I would wake up, check my phone, scroll through messages from people who didn't really know me, while her good morning sat unread for a few minutes longer than it should have. Not because I was busy. Just because I assumed she'd always be there. She never complained. She'd wait. Loyal people always wait longer than they should. At night, she'd talk about small things, something she saw on the street, a thought that crossed her mind, a feeling she couldn't quite explain. I'd half listen, nodding, my attention split between her voice and the glowing screen in my hand. Sometimes she'd stop mid-sentence and go quiet. I thought she was done talking. I didn't realize she was checking if I was still there. She loved quietly. That was the problem. Her pain didn't knock, it whispered, and I was too busy to hear whispers. I remember one night clearly. The electricity was out, the city drowned in darkness. Rain tapped against the windows. She sat beside me, knees pulled close to her chest, her phone lighting up her face. I noticed tears in her eyes and asked, "What's wrong?" She smiled, soft, tired, and said, "Nothing. I'm just thinking." I accepted that answer like a gift. I didn't ask again. I didn't move closer. I let silence do the rest. Later, I realized that was the night something in her broke. She never demanded more from me. She adjusted herself instead. She spoke less. She laughed quieter. Her messages became shorter, careful, like she didn't want to take up space. When I replied late, she replied immediately. When I replied coldly, she replied kindly. She kept choosing me even when I stopped choosing her. And I mistook her loyalty for permanence. There were mornings she'd look at me like she wanted to say something important, something heavy. I'd be rushing out the door, keys in hand, already thinking about my day. "We'll talk later," I'd say. Later became another day, another week, another distance added between us. Love doesn't die all at once. It starves. I didn't notice when she stopped telling me about her fears. I didn't notice when she stopped asking for my time. I didn't notice when she started crying in the bathroom instead of in front of me. The scariest part is that nothing seemed wrong. That's how silent breakups begin. The day she left, there was no drama. No accusations. No tears. She packed slowly, folding her clothes carefully, like she was respecting the life we used to have. I asked her why she was doing this. She looked at me for a long time before answering. Her eyes went angry. They were tired. "We've been alone for a long time," she said. I laughed. I actually laughed. I told her she was overthinking. I told her couples go through phases. I told her she was being emotional. The moment the words left my mouth, I saw something leave her face. Not anger, not sadness, hope. She nodded, picked up her bag, and walked out of the room. The door closed softly behind her. No slam, no echo, just the quiet sound of something ending. At first, I felt relief. The house was calmer. No conversations I had to pay attention to. No expectations. I told myself I was fine. I told myself she'd come back when she cooled down. Loyal people always come back, right? Days passed, then weeks. Her name stayed in my phone. Our chat stayed pinned at the top. I'd open it sometimes, stare at the last message she sent, "Take care of yourself," and close it without replying. I wanted her to miss me. I wanted her to reach out first. Ego is a powerful thing. It convinces you that silence is strength. One night, I finally texted her. Just, "Hey." It showed delivered. Then seen. No reply. That was the moment panic entered the room. I started noticing her absence everywhere. In the kitchen where her favorite mug still sat on the shelf. In the quiet evenings when no one asked me how my day was. In the nights when the rain felt louder because there was no one beside me to share the sound. I replayed memories I had ignored. Her waiting, her pauses, her quiet tears. I realized she had been telling me she was hurting for a long time, I just chose not to listen. When I finally called her, she answered, but her voice was different. Polite, distant, like someone talking to a stranger they used to know well. I didn't leave because I stopped loving you, she said. I left because loving you was making me disappear. I had no defense, no explanation that didn't sound hollow. I told her I understood now. I told her I could change. I told her everything I should have told her before it was too late. She listened silently. Then she said, I needed you when I was still there. After the call ended, I sat alone in the dark, my phone glowing in my hand, reflecting a face I barely recognized. I finally felt the weight she had carried alone for years. It crushed me. Now I live with that realization. Every day, in small moments that hurt the most. When I want to share something good and remember there's no one waiting. When I scroll through old photos and see how alive she looked back then, before I drained the light from her. When I lie awake at night and understand that love doesn't ask for perfection, just presence. I learned her value when she became a memory. And some lessons arrive when there is nothing left to